Hey, I'm gonna go through all of the Rainbow Six Siege situations. I'm sorry if you've heard this commentary from narrator over and over again, but I am going to do this, and will do all 10 of them. Not Article 5, but I will do all 10 of them. If whether or not I fail or succeed on them.
You will face a trained enemy.
Let's skip this.
Eliminate all hostiles.
Alright. Oh, there's a laser dart. I forgot that that's automatically equipped. Nope, I don't want to Hello. Goodbye. Alright, I forget where this guy is, but I need to mark him anyway. Just so I can shoot him from the floor. Hello, there's nobody in these rooms. Alright. That's right, this wall looks like it can be breached, it cannot. So there's only one way to get into this. Note, I am playing this on the controller, so my aim may not be the best. I also haven't really adjusted any settings for sensitivity. Again, these are excuses, but also they're kind of valid. Where are the stairs? Where are the soon-to-be dead? Oh no. Hello, buddy. Goodbye, whoever's left. And that's obviously a success. It's not hard to do this one because it's obviously the first one. Alright, I'm gonna go on to the next situation. I have played this game for more than 20 hours, I'd say, but definitely not enough to be an experienced player. I know how to play the game. I'm not best at the game. Right, rescue hostage.
You cannot be slow and methodical. Once you breach the perimeter, you must conduct a
The sights on this gun look really cool, but they also are really bad. You can't see anything.
Use breach charges to quickly infiltrate the building. The physical safety of the asset is paramount.
Yes, so use high explosives.
Give you a momentary tactical advantage to neutralize enemies and take control of the asset.
He's dead. He's dead. You don't need to. Oh my god, that hand grip.
Move to the extraction point, eliminating any hostiles you encounter. Good luck.
And skip.
Hostiles located.
Dee dum dee dum dum dum. There's normally a camera there that you should immediately shoot. Now, best thing to do in this situation in a normal game would be to breach right there, except they've boarded that off, which they very well should have. There's also another camera over there if anybody needs to get that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the bathroom, which I believe is not broken off, but it may be. I really wish you could break through these walls. No, it is broken, and so is this, so you can't enter through the top floor. There is somebody here. I believe you can get a flashbang through this.
Need eyes on the hostile!
was not the best way to breach. Don't actually do that in a real game. That will likely get you killed. I decided to do it because I can. What's the challenge? Oh yeah, I've finished them all because it's easy. I'm not saying I'm good at the game, I'm saying these missions aren't hard. Are you guys gonna push me or are you gonna stay there? You're gonna push me, but I'm gonna exit this way, so I do need you to die. Alright, that should be good. There's most of the enemies in this building. Alright. Alright. Floater flashbang. Set off breach charge for flashbang. I believe there's one more guy. Alright, so I exit here. That's gonna be my method of escape, is to run out. Alright, I don't have the health to do drawn out combat, so I will need to be... Need to go as wide as possible as to avoid all enemies and stay in an area where I can keep in cover. Nope, that's not an enemy.
Set the hostage free. Need to re-secure the hostage.
Never use basically every iron sight in this game. Never use the standard sight, actually. The most other sights are much better. No enemies.
Got the hostage. Get them to the extraction point.
And victory achieved. Almost everything in this game is breakable. Some things are weird, like you can't shoot out headphone. You can't shoot out the mirrors in cars because apparently they're steel. You can't even break them. Next situation, this one is a defensing. Nope, this one's Ash. The next one is.
Targeted for terrorist attacks.
Yep, they have since 9/11
The
and
mobility
before.
and high-profile nature of the attack against random victims appeals to organizations looking to make a name for themselves.
But most times
This kind of
governments
attack
will
is
retaliate
successful
and
can make
they
their
will
cause now
lose.
and increase member
But in this situation, they need to call on the International
Tubular
Squad
cells
Rainbow.
provide very little cover and minimal escape routes. The FBI SWAT operator Ash will be
Eliminate all of the terrorists.
The best thing to do is not use her ability on the first door you see. That's usually a bad idea. Every operator has 2 drones that you should use in combat. And you should always make sure that you scope out ahead of you with a drone before advancing. Otherwise, you're kind of just asking to die. Where are you? And in most of the versus AI, and most of the time you don't drone out in Now in this specific game, everyone's on this floor. In a real game, there would be likely somebody up top and somebody down below, but most of the people would still be on this floor. But there are a lot less than 11. There's only 5 people in a real game. Now I'm assuming most of you watching this have played this game. Oh, I accidentally wallbanged him. Oh no, I feel bad. No, I don't, not at all. This is one of the useless rooms, except for the fact that it's got a ladder. And now I have a hole that's useless. Yay. And now I also can't hear anything. I hear you coming. That's one of the good things about headphones is that they isolate outside noise, and I'm gonna kill somebody with this. You can do that, by the way. You can shoot somebody with this. Well, not that won't kill them, but the fact that it will explode next to them will. Somebody nearby. I hope they're not that close, otherwise I might kill myself. But I will do this. How'd you not die? How dare you? You're supposed to die. Goodbye. You might be wondering why I didn't go for that ammo crate, because I don't need it. 5 enemies, all below deck. You also might be wondering why that explosive that can break through an entire wall. Oh my goodness! Wall hacking AI. Yes, do so. That did not work at all. These are some of the better iron sights because they don't take up too much of the screen, but some of them take up way too much of the screen. Hello. Goodbye. 3 only. No, all my friends are dying. I don't know why. Make sure to lean. Leaning is always good. You don't always need to lean exactly the direction you're going, though, because it helps minimize profiles. How are you not dead? Oh my goodness. Goodbye. In this game, most guns, except some secondaries, one-shot headshot people, especially assault rifles. But it needs to be a headshot. Just making sure there's no one behind me. I blinded myself. This is when you back up. Because if you blinded yourself, you probably also did not also blind the enemy. You probably just blinded yourself, and now you feel Why is there a... I've never noticed this before, except in videos. I've never noticed that this happens. Oh, hello. Goodbye. Now there are 2 defending missions, and then everything else is again attack with certain people. I believe the next is a defense. It might not be. It might be Cafe Dostoevsky. Yeah, oh no, I pressed the wrong button. Well, there goes a mistake. I might cut this part from the video, so either you're gonna hear this or you're not gonna hear this.
We have an active...
Absolutely not. No. Bad. Situations. Asset protection. Now this one is the first one, which is difficult. It was very difficult for me when I first started. Luckily you start in the basement where there are not a bunch of windows. When there are windows, it is so much harder to defend, but most of the time when you encounter them against AI, it will be with other people because you're replaying Terrorist Hunt. You can play Terrorist Hunt Lone Wolf. I don't recommend it unless you're fairly experienced or you know really good operators. shotguns are usually the best because you
Force
can
enemies to
usually
launch a
one-shot
ground
people.
assault by cutting lines of sight.
Yes.
Hostiles regrouping.
Goodbye.
Secure the hostage.
Reinforcing is the best thing you can do in these situations. This is kind of turning into a walkthrough of how to play the game. You've got 30 seconds. You can see at the top, I'm Smoke. He's one of the operators you can play. I have Ultimate Edition because I not necessarily pay to win. I just didn't want to work for us. You could say I'm lazy. You could also say, I'm level 36 and I have more operators than you to your friends, which I did. But it is nice to have, to narrow down to doorways, like small places where you can bottleneck people.
Hostiles approaching.
When Smoke's ability is he's got these little death canisters of deadly gas. I don't know what type of gas he uses. It's probably not the kind. Oh no, I pressed it. Oh, here somebody comes. Goodbye. Goodbye. That's what you get for not being patient. There would, in most other maps, there's actually hatches above you, which is another spot which is difficult to defend from. Most of the time it's really hard to defend from above because, oh no.
Op 4 has eyes on the hostage. Hostiles neutralized.
Now this is one of the but you can see it did not break because it fell down. These, Smoke is immune to them. No other enemy or teammate is immune to them, which is the drawback of poisonous gases. Your teammates don't have gas masks as well, and they aren't able to survive. They aren't able to survive inhaling them because they don't have gas masks. That's why it's always nice to have a gas mask.
Hostile insertion. Keep the hostage safe.
Most of the time, Smoke is good for bottlenecking enemies, just making sure they don't get into places you don't want them to be. So that can be used to lure them into other traps. So with LL Legion Frost, you can smoke out a hallway and make them go into rooms where those are. And that's actually a really good way of getting people. I have not actually tried that. I'm going to try that as soon as I can.
Hostiles left.
Goodbye.
Op 4 has 20 on the hostage. Hostiles eliminated.
I broke it. Darn.
Hostiles regroup. Secure the area.
Now, this is one of the things that I normally would not recommend is punching barricades because that makes them much easier to break. A better thing to do is to use your secondary to shoot out them so that, because your secondary does less amount of damage. I do wish the bigger barricades had a bit more health just because
Hostile
they're
insertion.
bigger,
Prepare to engage.
but I guess they don't have this much. Well, they do have more. Yeah, I don't know why they don't. Anyway, normally I'm used to triggering stuff.
Be advised, Op 4 has people on the hostage.
As you can see, I can't see much, but oh, hello. Now this is a shield enemy. There are operators where they have shields, and best thing to do is use your secondary if you have a shotgun, because your shotgun pills likely will not hit it. Now you see, I'm not able to recharge anything when I reload with this and I get supplies back. I'm not able to reload my abilities.
The threat has been eliminated.
Alright, are there 3 rounds here or 4 rounds? I don't remember. Nope.
Friendly
3, I guess.
Hostiles eliminated.
And you cannot enter the hostage after round is over, which is nice, because of course there are going to be people who might accidentally shoot the hostage afterwards. Of course, that wasn't an accident. Shooting a hostage, you will lose points in most situations, and if you kill the hostage and a teammate, you will be banned, and if you don't kill a teammate, you will still lose the round immediately. So, as a defender, killing the hostage does not equal a win for your team. It equals a loss for your team, and likely getting booted from the team, like voted off, and possibly reported for toxic behavior, which might actually get you banned, depending on what you do.
Will help you neutralize enemies if they attempt to breach.
In a normal game, you will not be able to see these, especially if you're not paying attention for them. They are usually at low level, but sometimes people trick you and have them at high level. So when you look down, you see nothing. When you look up, you see. When you don't look up because you don't expect to look up, you get clotheslined in the neck. If you're crouching, it does nothing. But there's no mode where if it's at the very bottom, you can dodge. Because there's no jump feature in this game, which is frankly quite annoying sometimes. Now this is one of the more difficult ones. Reason being is that you need to use your tripwires, but the problem is you got to reinforce every single part, otherwise they will. You reinforce everything. Otherwise they will break through and you won't be able to, because you can't put your entry denial devices on holes in the walls. This is one of the better places to sit, is behind here. Break everything in front of you unless you want to be hidden. You can listen, you can hear people put stuff down. Whoa! Oh, hello. See, that's exactly what I mean. Luckily, you can reinforce holes in the walls. You cannot reinforce hatches that have been blown open, which is sad, because you usually forget in terrorist time. In a normal game, you probably won't have time to do so. Hatches are always... Vertical play is very helpful in this game. It maximizes the amount of you can see of your enemy and minimizes the amount of your enemy can see of you. Only best places, the best hatches are the ones that they're the only weak spot in an otherwise unbreakable floor. Some maps have more hatches than others, especially if they're single-story maps, but I don't believe there's a single-story map in this game, which means there's always room for vertical play. And I'm very surprised I actually managed to catch that guy in the middle of his placement. I was just randomly hitting into a wall and I happened to get it. Oh no, you don't. I saw you. Oh my goodness. Some of the things the terrorists say are really funny.
The threat has been eliminated.
Alright, now I'm about to reinforce everything, and now they can't breach except for the only two doors.
Secure the area.
We have 3 entry denial devices left. I'm going to place down 2 of them. One here, which is one of the locations that come through. AI will not shoot through. And break this. Best thing to do is just tab it, is to place it down here. AI will rarely crouch unless they're stagnant.
Hostile insertion. Keep the hostage
I
safe.
really wish you could put 2 on the same door. That would feel like, because you can insta-kill people like that, because an entry demoralized will not immediately kill an enemy. I have less health, I believe, and they have automatically less armor. And there's one of the laws of, I don't remember what it is, but there's a law that if something can go wrong, it will go wrong. And that's pretty much this game. Did I win? Yep.
Hostiles eliminated.
Yeah. Alright. Let's see how quickly I need to end this video. Well, I'm still halfway through this video. We should be able to finish this. Next situation. This one is one of the ones that can take a long time if you want to clear out every enemy, but you don't need to at all. Just enter the first floor, kill the 3 enemies up there, and then goes down into the objective.
Locate the hostage and plot a path to the target.
Now look, you see that's reinforced? He can't break through. But wait.
An exothermic charge that can cut through metal,
Yep.
granting you access through heavily fortified walls and floors.
Which means you can break through that. And remember, when you're breaching, the explosions can kill you, but if you're at the peak of your jump while swinging through, it will not kill you. Now, in a normal match, every enemy you ID will give you points, but that will also give points to the whole team. But if you find the hostage or the objective, the biohazard container, or the bombs, or both bombs, you will be the only one receiving points for that. And also know, as a drone, people will attempt to shoot you to prevent you from getting points and intel, because a team that has no idea where the objective is a team that will have to find it. Yes, thank you for cursing, because that's very helpful if you want to get monetized. Oh no, that can happen sometimes. You can even get stuck in walls, which I have managed to do before. You can get stuck in between walls. If it's a broken wall, your drone can get stuck in it. And you spawn here. First thing to do is to go straight to the roof. There's an enemy that's an easy kill. You get points for kills, which is one of the things you can do in this game to receive points, is to kill enemies. Up and over. What are the objectives? Finish the situation with at least 50 health remaining. Okay, so this is the first time I have... Goodbye. First thing to do is save your exothermic charges for when you really need them. As his whole ability is breaching stuff, he's not able to. You can cook grenades in this game, which is sometimes useful, sometimes not. Can help enemies look the other way in most games. Also, knowing where enemies are is a key thing. You don't necessarily need to scan people. If you're breaching on your own, you don't need to scan. Scanning will alert the enemy that you have spotted them. They will know a drone is nearby, and they will either attempt to kill it and then move, or just move. Oh no, I hurt the hostage. Alright, there's a guy coming. Now these bombers, they are AI that will spawn in terrorist hunt and normals. You can hear them breathing from a long way away. They have a blue light, and they're very powerful. Best thing to do is headshot them. That will insta-kill them, because obviously they have no armor here. I know you can't see that well because of the blinding blue light. They don't have any. When the light turns red, they are ready to explode. they have explosives on them. They are able to explode. Exploding enemies with assault rifles, not necessarily the best thing. Did you move? Goodbye. Goodbye. Now, after clearing out those enemies, the best thing to do is run this way. Oh, by the way, this is the attention to detail they give to this game. Watch. Break this. They put actual plumbing. They put actual plumbing into this. They put the actual bowl area into this. You can't break most of it. This is what you can do as a drone. I don't remember if I've tried, but I don't believe Twitch drones can break stuff. But if an enemy breaks something like this, you can get through it. And Twitch drones, and all drones, when they are thrown or when they jump into something, can break the glass. They can't break the wood that reinforcements, but they can always drive under them, except it's a window. There's some. Alright, and aim above this little area. Boom. This is what happens when you know where enemies are. You get to kill them all. I knew there was somebody left. Alright, there's somebody in these rooms. Breaking barbed wire gives you points, 10 points per barbed wire. So when you're playing Terrorist Hunt on Assault and you find a room full of barbed wire, break it, unless you're obviously surrounded by enemies, but break barbed wire whenever you get the chance. It's beneficial to you, it's beneficial to movement, it makes you much quieter. Though of course, shooting it won't do anything. An explosive will break it, which makes Fuse really good at breaking barbed wire. And with all operators, you get a lot of extra points. Well, not that many, but you do get extra points for killing enemies with your ability. Thermite, that's a bit difficult to do. Twitch, that's very difficult to do because your tasers only do 10 damage. An enemy has 100 health, and you only have 5. But it is possible. You usually need to down them first, though. I almost shot her. Whoa! I forgot you're there. Goodbye. Goodbye. I said die. Well, no, I didn't, but I wish I did. There's one bomber in this map. Alright. Yep. Hold on. And let me get my grenades back, hostage. Hold on. But wait, just wait a minute. I know you're gagged, but just wait a minute. I really wish you could ungag them and maybe, I don't know, cut the stuff that's between their legs. It's stopping them from using that's between their limbs. It's stopping them from using their hands and their legs. Because then they could run away and you could, I don't know, reach a roof and cover anybody who's running towards them to get them back. Now, the enemies will spawn over this way. They're terrible shots. Especially when they have shotguns. None of those guys did. They have AUGs, LMGs, shotguns. You can damage the hostage and kill a hostage by dropping from her. You lose points for injuring the hostage or teammates. You can kill teammates. Do not, because they will likely vote to kick you, and most of the time the team will accept and you will be kicked from the match. And that's a silly thing to be kicked for. Because I know how frustrating it is to be kicked from the match because you're not in their call, or because you're not in their friend group, or you don't know. Got your points. And then you can just break everything you want. And take out the gun and shoot him. I was worried that I would run out of time with my pistol, even though I probably wouldn't have. And I got the last star, which has given me extra points. And that's how much you can get for completing all objectives. Next situation. This one is difficult. Very.
And equip one of their members with a bomb vest.
The bombers.
Ideally,
Those are
your first
difficult.
bullet should neutralize the bomber. This is a cold zero situation.
Don't shoot the explosives. Sometimes they will go off, most of the times they will not. The best thing to do is aim at head level, they will not crouch.
Which enables him to eliminate hostiles from long and short range.
Glaz is a very powerful operator on some maps, especially on maps where spawn peeking is really common. You need to sit still, wait for your thermal vision to catch on, and then move out of cover slightly and wait for it to come back. And while you're doing that, you will be able to locate anybody. You can also see through smoke.
To their location and
See through smoke. I am not good at talking, apparently. I have been born in the last 2 hours. The best thing to do with Glaz is every gun silenced. It will reduce the damages they do, but it will be worth it if you are the one enemy person on your team that is practically immune to all. See how useful this is? They can't hear me, they don't immediately look over and shoot me. When you don't have it, it will go bang, 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 and you will be completely given away to everyone on the map because it's a gun, it's loud. Hello, I see you. At least I saw you. Oh, he knows I'm there. Bomber's over there. Goodbye, Bomber. Are you gonna come this way? Huh? Oh, here he comes. Oh, did you turn? You see the bullet holes in the walls? Yes, they're appearing for no reason. Why don't you come and join me? Come here, Bomber. Here he comes. Oh, there's one. You see his peripheral, he can't see thermal. Normally he can. Oh, here it comes. I kind of wish he had shot. He would have attracted the bomber. This might attract him. Those are very loud. There he is. Goodbye! Headshot bonus, flip side bonus, bomber plus 25 because bombers are difficult and the game knows it. They're meant to be. Whenever you're infiltrating, always use your pistol unless you, and also don't use your sight most of the time. Unless it's a long hallway, it's best not to use your sight. The one objective I haven't completed is finish the hostage in under 7 minutes. I know where he is, but it's difficult for many reasons. What I'm going to do is I'm going to run all the way around and go enter where the hostage is, which he's in the main control room. I don't remember, and on certain maps there's a male hostage, certain maps there's a female hostage. Oh wait, that's right, they're not allowed to enter through here, otherwise this game would be... Hello? Who's shooting at me and from where? Hello? Hello? You wish to kill me, yes? Yes, hello. I see you. Yes, peek. Goodbye. Your brain is gone. They must come to me, because they cannot hit me from here.
Keep an eye out.
They cannot see you, AI will not shoot at you. I am a bad shot, apparently. Lie down. Stop twitching. Okay. Well, he's dead. It is allowed to break barbed wire, but it is... Yep, there's one more, I knew it. Goodbye! You're dead now. Yes, damn. This is a useless window because it's a trick, really. It just makes noise. Now give me my my smoke grenades, which are used as cover.
Hostage secured. Extract the hostage. Hostiles approaching. Keep the hostage safe.
Now, one thing you can do is repel, especially with the hostage. Don't die, don't die. I'm gonna run through the distraction zone from over here. I have 2 minutes to do so, which is not that much time. In a normal game, as soon as you get outside and near a spawn, you will immediately win. However, in terrorist hunt and in situations that are not possible. Best thing to do when you're this close to extraction is just run for it, and this will be the first time I get all objectives. And you can always drop the hostage and it will still
Secure
win.
the hostage.
And look, you're immune to damage now. You're immortal. You're still scared, but you're immortal, huh? Alright, how much time is left in this video? Okay, only a bit. Only a bit. I don't know if you can hear my timer. It is standard egg timer. Hey, objective completed. Next situation. Yes, this will be the last one.
We are facing a
This
bomb
one
threat
is
against a
just
high-value target.
pretty annoying.
It is crucial that you choose an entry point that minimizes your exposure to enemy fire and the time it takes to reach the bomb and disarm it. Repelling is the quickest way to traverse the building.
The weapon that this guy is using currently, that you're allowed, is very good.
Once you reach the target, you will need to disarm a bomb loaded with an unknown chemical compound. We have equipped you with a diffuser. Set it near the bomb to intercept the signal. Protect the diffuser while it completes the sequence.
A bomb must be located and defused.
Alright, on this map, there are several very common spawn peaks. There's one where you're looking like this, one looking out these windows, one looking out this window. All of those are easy to predict, not necessarily easy to avoid, because it does not take that long to kill somebody, and they will likely be aiming in the middle. Another common spawn peak is if you go this way, is just there, there. In these windows, all of those windows are very common. The reason being is that if you spawn from here, you can walk straight through this wall, you will get shot immediately. You walk through this, you will get shot immediately. And if you walk from over there, you will also get shot immediately. They're very wide range, they're very hard to see, especially on day, because they're not crisp visible, because obviously it's brighter outside than it is inside. On night, it's a lot different, but it's still sometimes difficult if they are wearing black armor and they are just... Right now, this is something that I like to do sometimes. Break this, throw a grenade, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. And oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Well, that's my breaching charge apparently, is a grenade. Oh my goodness. You see how that fire is? It's really hard to control sometimes, but it is very damaging and you will kill a lot of people. Well, it's best not to break this. These you can also break. Little bugger. I'm gonna break a hole in this so I can fit a grenade through. It's gonna be a fairly large hole, obviously, so I can see through it from far away. bugger. No, I'm not attempting to draw anything. Now you can actually do this, and you will be able to break through like a full wall enough to like walk through it. Well, not necessarily walk through. That'd take way too long. Most rounds aren't even that long. I'm gonna break through that. Kaboom. Alright, now I have a direct line of sight.
We need to secure the device. Diffuser acquired. Move to bomb location and
Okay.
defuse the device. We dropped the diffuser. Go back and
I
defuse
forgot
the
this room
device.
does not count. Is the part of the
Diffuser in position.
the reason I did this is so I have no cover. I'm not that smart.
45 seconds.
As you can see, I'm stupid. I did not plan ahead by reloading my gun.
Remaining in bomb Enemy has diffuser.
How'd you
5 seconds to go.
how'd you do that? I didn't even hear you enter. Why?
5 seconds remaining until
Walk
the bomb-
into the room, I dare ya. Yeah. Last man standing is something I shouldn't have earned. Alright. Okay. Keep an enemy from touching the diffuser. That's something I did not complete. This is about all the time I have today. I will finish this up tomorrow, and thank you for watching.